Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We just got done with another very busy full weekend of camping. We literally just unhooked from the camper, and that was the previous video before this one. And now we are hooked on to the new trailer. Well, this video is going to be kind of an interesting one because I'm not really sure at this point how it's going to turn out and how it's going to go. We're going to we hooked onto the big trailer. We're going to go down to Columbus and pick up another toy car. It's not really anything crazy. I want to take it to Jack's Wax and do a burnout with it. So that's what this video is going to be. We're going to pick up the new toy-ish thing and see if we can do some burnouts. There it is. Got a little squirrely on you.
I forgot how hard it was to, drift with no power steering.
Well, that and it's, it's a boat. Okay, so this is a 93 Lexus LS400. I'm not even sure what it is. It's got a 4-liter V8 in it, and I think we're gonna do some burnouts with it. I got it so freaking cheap from Nate, the Nat, a coworker, that I think we're gonna have some fun in it. I know that. The freaking 4-liter V8 sounds ridiculous. So we're gonna get home and start looking into it. I just texted my contact at Jack's Wax and he said basically, yeah, go for it. So I think we're gonna do this. We're gonna attempt an all-wheel drive burnout. What we're gonna do now is I got the wife's car in here. I'm gonna drain the oil out of it to put in the Legacy because I'm not putting fresh oil on that thing. This is got about 2,000 miles on it, so it's technically still fresh. And then fill up the wife's car, put it back, bring the Legacy in. Basically had the Legacy done tonight. Check everything over. Basically pump the tires up. It's ready to rock and roll, and then probably tomorrow we'll tackle the Lexus. All right, so the wife's oil is drained out of her Outback and changed. Oil is right here. That it's going to be going in the Legacy right there. It's got a slight oil additive in it of chocolate protein, but maybe it can be used for something. Alrighty, so oil change is done, and I got the back bumper off, the back bumper cover anyway off. What I think I'm gonna do is I wanted to take all this off. I need as much weight gone as possible, but this is the bumper here is actually just aluminum, so it's not like it's that much. And I want to wrap the chain around it as well as the hook for safety. I don't want any any chances of the hook or the chain coming undone or something like that. So I'm gonna actually wrap the chain around the bumper, the aluminum part, and then hook it into the hook itself, the big hook at the bottom, and then run the chain out to the other vehicle. So I thought we had an issue. I fired it up and took it down to Mexico and did a couple of pulls, and it was misfiring real bad. So I brought it back here, cleaned the mass airflow sensor and the throttle body and stuff like that. It seemed to clear up once it got warm. I think what I'm gonna do is at each wheel end, but right before I start, I'm gonna dump up like a gallon on each wheel end of like laundry detergent or something that's super thick to get the wheels going. But I think I don't know. I'm not gonna say yes, but I'm not gonna say no that it won't light up all four. So I don't know. So this is the end of day one. It's Wednesday. Jack's Wax is on Saturday, and tomorrow we tackle the LS.
The next day.
Okay, welcome back. It is the next day. Today is Thursday. Jack's Wax is on Saturday, so we have 2 days. Hooked the old 6-liter up to the trailer, drug the LS400 off. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the rear bumper off to see if there's a good spot where I can either mount a mount for the chain, or we can hook to the bumper or something like that. I want this to be safe, so I got basically a double wrap around the Legacy. I'm gonna double wrap the chain so there's no issues. No chance of anybody getting hurt. Got to figure out the same thing with this. And then I'm going to take a look at some motor stuff. That's a loud truck. Jake brake. That is really loud. Wow, that's really loud. This is it's like 25 seconds. Anyways, before he goes by, we're gonna open up the hood, start checking the motor out and see if there's anything I need to do to that. I'm probably gonna change the oil and cue truck. Okay, so bumper is off. It took about 15 minutes using the official bumper getter offer. Nice 3-foot pry bar. The bumper was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like vinyl. It just kind of peeled off. It wasn't really a bumper cover. Well, it's a bumper cover, I guess, but. So bumper is off. We're gonna start digging into the trunk. There's cat crap in the trunk, which is gonna be great. I'm gonna strip all of it out and then see some way that I can safely hook a chain around it to hold the Legacy. So that's next step. We're gonna dig into the trunk very carefully. I'm gonna get hepatitis A through Z. Tell you what, this thing was luxury back in 1993. Look at this. You got your own tool kit built into the car, a 6 CD changer, leather seats all the way around. This thing was, well, kind of was, it is still Toyota's Cadillac. Lexus is their higher end brand, and this thing has got all the bells and whistles for 1994, 3-ish, early 90s, like Nirvana early 90s, but instead of smelling like Teen Spirit, this smells like cat pee. Been down here with me. That's the fuel tank. The fuel tank is behind the rear seats. That's, I don't really know. Get away, fly. I don't know if that's safe or smart or, I don't know. Cool. Trunk is pretty much all cleared out. What I think I'm gonna do with the chain is I'm gonna drill a hole where the spare tire goes and basically just wrap around everything, even including the aluminum bumper part. That might be the best option, I guess. I don't really know. We're gonna find out. Hopefully, we'll see, find out. I don't know. That'll probably be the best option. We're moving on to the rear seats. And he did leave me quite a bit of stuff in here. Sorry, the sun. There's a spare ECU, some tail lights, stuff like that I'm not gonna throw away. That's still usable to somebody, you know, down the road. So I'm gonna salvage what I can. But we have a lot of ripping and tearing to do. This thing is a boat and a half. Everything about this car is big and freaking heavy. Nate, if you're watching this, you weren't kidding. Those rear seats probably weigh together combined about 100 pounds. Those are thick boys. Those are thick. The back seat is done, and I'm taking the door cards off, the rear doors, you know, the outside, the skins. And this is the rear speakers. It's a Pioneer. The whole car's got like a Pioneer sound system, but like that big of a unit for that little of a speaker. What is it, like chain driven? All right, boys, I think that's it. Front is cleaned out, like the front seats. I'm not gonna take everything out of there. I might take the door panels off, whatever, but the rear seats are done and the trunk is cleaned out. So I think now it's time to hack the exhaust off and let this 4-liter V8 breathe. Okay, so the exhaust is off, literally completely off. I'm using my 2 high-tech exhaust removing tools. Literally, the exhaust was being held up by 1 rubber hanger and a coat hanger. Literally, coat hanger was holding the exhaust up, and right where I cut it, or was going to cut it, where I thought I was going to cut it, was actually just muffler taped together. So straight pipe in 5 minutes, open header technically in 5 minutes. All right, moment of truth. This is a 4-liter Toyota V8 1UZ FE open header. Sounds a lot better in person, I'm sure, than in the video, but sounds pretty rowdy. Small displacement, high revving V8. All right, first drive in the Lexus. No power steering, so bear with me here. Something appears to be dragging. Let me investigate. Ooh. It's so low. It's so low. Let's try this. Oh, it doesn't even hesitate. Should we take it on the public road? I don't know. All right. I don't hear anybody coming, so. Oh. Let's try it, shall we? A little bit. I'm gonna have to. The air pressure in the tires is really low. Hold on, I gotta sit you down, no power steering. Drop it down into low this time. Woo! Oh, she's alive. All right, let me turn around. It was definitely one tire fire, but it lit them up for probably, I'd say, 100 feet. No problem. Okay, test and tune is done for tonight. So Nate left a bottle of Seafoam in here, so I'm taking full advantage of it. I tell you one thing, every time I Seafoam a Subaru, they smoke like crazy. I don't know why. Subarus are some of the worst cars to smoke when I Seafoam them. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, geez. All right, here we go. I can't find the pedal. That's a brake pedal. So I think that actually kind of helped the misfire problem. So that's good. So I'm about to run out of memory in my memory card. So we're gonna be done for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.
The next day.
All right, happy Friday. Well, it's tomorrow. Jack's Wax Street Madness is tomorrow. It's looking to be a pretty big show, and I really hope this works. So on the Legacy, I have a big hook bolted to, there's a little tie down spot in between the car, like in the middle there. It's bolted to that. And then I got the chain wrapped around twice of the actual bumper. So I shouldn't have any problems there. And then the LS400, I basically ran it through the trunk and around the bumper a couple times. So that should be fine. It's basically tugging against the entire body of the car and not just a single spot. I don't think the chain and that's gonna be my biggest worry. My biggest worry is the Legacy not having enough balls to light them all up. But if that does not work, then I'm gonna put a 10 amp fuse in the fuse box and just make it front wheel drive and blow the front tires off of it. But I'm honestly pretty much ready. I mean, I got to gather some tires, extra tires, so that way I have some tires to put it on the trailer when we're all done. I put about 2 gallons of ethanol in each of them. I have a problem putting ethanol in non-ethanol vehicles. I think we're pretty much done. Like, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna rip the crap out of them, so I don't really know what else I can do. I got 4 jugs of Dawn dish soap, so that way I can throw a bunch of dish soap on the wheels of the Legacy just to get it going. I think once I get it going, it'll do it, but I don't know, we'll see. There they are, waiting for tomorrow. Not really much more I can do today. Tomorrow I'm gonna gather up tires, set air pressures, load them on the trailer, and that's all she wrote. That's basically it. Load them up and see if we can burn them down. For the remainder of the night, I'm just gonna clean up the shop, listen to music, probably wax or wipe down my truck, and that's about it. This is actually going a lot smoother than I thought it would. So tomorrow the plan is I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna go for a little bike riding, and come back and load everything up, and we out.
The next day.
Good morning. So it is Saturday. I had plans to wake up and go ride my bike, but it is not currently raining, but it is going to rain. And I checked last night, and the weather last night, and there was no chance of rain this morning. It was later this afternoon. So, change of plans this morning already. But again, not so good news that it's supposed to rain pretty much all day. So I don't know what Jack's Wax is supposed to be tonight, and you're not going to see that in this video. That'll be in another video, but I don't really know what the plan is from here on. For basically, it's about 8 o'clock. We're to, see what happens through the day. It is 1 o'clock on the dot. I went to the gym instead of taking a bike ride. I kind of let this play out a little bit, like the weather, to see what Jack's Wax was going to do. So far, everything is still on. So we got a nice round of rain, but the problem is it's 1 o'clock. This round of rain, this line of storms, is going to hit Hebron National Trails Raceway, where Jack's Wax is, at about 3. We're going to leave about 5-ish, 4 or 5. We are still going to plan everything full steam ahead, but a few audibles I'm going to throw. I went to the old shop and grabbed the four tires that I was going to use as spares for the Legacy. Those are in worse shape than the ones that's on it. They have 0 tread and they're starting to dry rot, so I'd rather burn them up. See, they're right here. Like very minimal tread. So I think they'll spin a little bit better. These have good tread that are on it, but they're dry rotted really bad. So they are all pretty bad. Probably gonna take the worst 2, like this one and possibly this one. Probably gonna stick those on the front. So I need as much spinach as I can get. Yeah, all the way through. So the 4 tires that I am putting on the car right now, they've lived a long life. They've had a hard life of tiring. So they're dirty and they need cleaned up. So I think I'm gonna treat them right. I'm gonna put some brake fluid on them just to make sure they're nice and clean for when we do our burnout tonight. So I just checked the weather again. Weather is improving. There's still a little bit of a chance of a storm right when the burnout competition starts, but it's starting to break up according to the radar. But decal is on. Boom. The Legacy is done. So I'm gonna pull it out and it's ready to go on the trailer, pull the LS in here, change the left rear tire, put the decal on, and then we load. So the Legacy is looking good, ready to rock and roll. I got the LS backed in the shop. I'm going to swap out the left rear tire because it actually has a lot of tread left, and the tire I'm putting on is actually the match to the right rear that doesn't hold air and the tread is gone. So we're gonna flop tires out, or just the left rear, put the decal on, might check the oil, I don't know. And then I think we're ready to load up and start. Look at that, sunshine. This is what I get for being like the conductor of the procrastination train. So that wheel matches the other side. That one was flat, so I put air in it. I put about 45 pounds of air in it. It's spewing air out of the side, or out of where the bead meets the wheel. So I took it off, drained the air, hit it with a hammer a couple times, stomped on it, put some WD-40 down in there, and pumped it back up, drained it, did it again, pumped it back up. It's holding about 50 pounds right now. I sprayed some soap around it. I don't see any bubbles. If it has a slow leak, that's fine. I just need it to explode tonight. That's all I care about. I took the Lexus out just down the road and back and tried another burnout. It'll do a heck of a burnout. The problem is it's just one tire fire. I don't know if it's just because the road is leaning so much that the weight of the car is on that side, but it'll light the left rear up for 17 miles. It's just, I don't know, maybe they'll spray some water down. Maybe I can just get that right rear to spin a little bit. But both cars are out. Sun is out, blue skies. I think we're gonna load on up and head to National Trails Raceway for Jack's Wax Street Madness. I'm going to hook a 05 Subaru Legacy, chain it to a 1993 Lexus LS400 and attempt an all-wheel drive burnout, and then unhook and then do a burnout in the LS. It's gonna be sweet. I have my doubts. I don't think the Legacy is gonna do it, but we'll have to see. And you will have to see in the next video because we're gonna end it off right here. So with that said, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Hey everyone, thank you for watching.
Please like and subscribe.
Be sure to check out her Etsy account, The Sweetheart Design, for custom illustrations, vinyls, and t-shirts. She can make anything you want.
And use code BOOSTIN_DC on jacksbox.com for 15% off.